Kick-Ass is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Lionsgate. It can be found as an exclusive steelbook available at the Lionsgate Limited website. When it comes to comic book movies, something about Kick-Ass just works for me. I think the casting is nearly perfect, the story mixes action and humor well, and visually, it's just very much like it was right out of the comic book. Even 15 years later, I watch this one at least yearly, and it's a lot of fun. I wish I could say the same for the sequel, but I'll always have the original anytime I want it. This came out just as the modern era of comic book movies was taking shape, and it holds up incredibly well. Kick-Ass on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has an aspect ratio of 240:1. It was upscaled from a 2K digital intermediate, and it supports both HDR10 and Dolby Vision. For purposes of this review, I will be discussing the Dolby Vision transfer. For this newest edition of the film on 4K, it looks as if Lionsgate went with the "if it's not broke, don't fix it" approach, as this appears to be nearly, if not downright identical, transfer from the previous release on the format. There does, however, appear to be slightly better encoding on the disc itself this time around, as bitrates often hit the upper 60s or mid-70s for most of the duration. For the average viewer, it may not be noticeable, but the pixel counters out there will find it an appreciable improvement. Image clarity looks quite nice, and despite this being an upscale, details look well pronounced. Close-ups show good depth in facial features, clothing, both costuming and otherwise, as well as set pieces. Mid-level shots also look good. The picture has a stylistic, even exaggerated color palette, which, as with the other releases on the format, looks great with Dolby Vision. Reds, greens, yellows, and even the shades of orange that Frank styles himself in offer good vibrancy. General primaries are boosted very well and look excellent with the grading. Black levels are dialed in just right, and shadow detail shows no signs of crushing. Kick-Ass on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a Dolby Atmos audio mix, which folds down to a Dolby True HD 7.1. When Lionsgate first announced this as part of their limited edition steelbook line, I started to see rumors that a possible remix of the Dolby Atmos over the previous 4K edition's version would be included here, but honestly, to my ears, it sounds pretty much identical to the earlier track. Don't get me wrong, that's not a bad thing, as I found the Dolby Atmos to be very pleasing and wildly entertaining as a mix goes. The movie itself is brimming with action, especially in the third act climax, as the entire surround environment gets quite a bit of use and pushes through audio cues on the regular. Height activity is fun, very immersive, and once again referring to the third act, there's a lot to embrace as the multitude of gunfire, explosions, and even a jetpack make use of the top speakers. Further output in the mid-level and rears is equally impressive, and it also lends itself to the film's score and music choices. The front speakers handle the respective audio cues well, and dialogue comes through the center clean with no problems to report. The LFE makes quite a showing and is often impactful and robust in its overall delivery. It's pretty aggressive and feels right at home with the film's action and tone. There's a good mix of both new and old content included as far as bonus materials are concerned. There's a legacy audio commentary from director Matthew Vaughn, and when it comes to new offerings, a general retrospective which runs just about 20 minutes, a short featuring the various stunts throughout the film, which I found personally entertaining, and a sit-down with Mark Miller. And there's also a quick little short with Matthew Vaughn talking about physical media. As far as old stuff, there's a general nearly 2-hour making of ported over from a previous release, one detailing the comic book origins, there's teaser trailers, and much more. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Kick-Ass on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray an A. For those hoping for some kind of makeover for the 15th anniversary edition of the film on the format, I don't think you're going to find it here unless better disc encoding is your jam. With that said, the picture does look really good, and if you're a new buyer, you can pick this one up with confidence. For the audio, I scored it an A as well. I've always enjoyed the Dolby Atmos presentation with this film, and that continues here for this new 4K release. If you have the previous disc, you've heard this one before, but once again, this is for new buyers, and they should know that they're getting a good track from start to finish. And the extras, I graded them an A. I definitely appreciate the new offerings mixed in with the old content as far as bonus materials are concerned, and I think for fans of supplements, this may be enough reason to consider adding this to your collection. So that is my review of Kick-Ass on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray from Lionsgate. I'd like to thank Lionsgate for sending me a copy to review here on the channel, and if you would like one, I will leave a direct link in the comments section. But if you have the disc ready, let us all know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. We will see you at the movies.